Before we begin the video, I want to give you a very clear and blunt and sincere bottom line because the comments are effing ridiculous. Let me be extremely frickin' clear. I promised I would make a $52,000 investment into AMC. By the end of this video, you are going to see a $62,000 total investment into AMC stock, which is a company. I never said I would buy shares, although in this video, I did buy shares. You can rewatch exactly what I said last week. The video is available for you to watch. I am investing the way I promised I would. You're going to see exactly why I'm doing that in this video. It is a strategic move. If you're here to learn, watch the video and watch the content. If you're here to hate, throw a dislike, leave a nasty comment, get the F out of here. Because the reality is, we should be learning from each other in the way we are strategically investing, not hating on each other. That's not how we get progress done. Leaving nasty comments, calling people a hedgy or a shill or, a suit or all this bogus. Get out of town. Folks, we should be learning the technicals together. And that's what you're going to see in this video. So like it or not, at the end of this video, I will have $62,000 invested in AMC, or actually closer to $64,000 invested in AMC, which, if you consider the fact that I promised to invest $52,000 in, I'm actually investing more money into AMC than promised. And as promised, I will do so for a year. Now, if that means I'm gonna play contracts, that doesn't mean I can't get in with a lower basis, which is exactly what I'm doing. Now, I own shares, and you're going to see that, but I'm going to play my way in to do it profitably. And if you want to see it happen, join. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, me Kevin here. Here's the latest on my moves with AMC. So this week started out great. The technicals were amazing for AMC, and I made an agreement to invest $52,000 into AMC. I held that agreement by getting into a call option and a bullish put, by selling a put. So in other words, I had two options bullishly positioned for AMC, the company. I've closed both of those options out, but today the technicals started breaking down a little bit. In fact, a lot of us have been watching my technical analysis on the live streams. We pay close attention to the TA, and we specifically pay attention to these lines that we've had drawn for days. We've kind of been riding this 51 line right here, and AMC has kind of struggled with bouncing around this. We never had the volume to really break out of this level. That made me a little bit nervous because we need that volume to come to really see our shares push up, to minimize that liquidity of shares outstanding, and then to prevent the price from falling. And so, unfortunately, that volume didn't come, and I'm not gonna move the market myself, obviously, with $52,000. And so my thought was, okay, I'm gonna take some profits on the two options that I have, especially since one was expiring today. I'm like, well, duh, let me take my profits now, because if it expires, I'll lose those extra profits I could otherwise have. So I took my profitable positions, and then what I did is I decided, you know what, let's watch the technicals, because we got to set up to be able to buy AMC, because there's a chance it's going to dip before the close. So what I did is right around here, I didn't time the top perfectly, but when I saw the RSI hit overbought, I sold, and I had a notification set, and I sold right around $53, $52 the options that I had, and I prepped to buy my new positions. And so what I did is I waited for about, let's see, I want to say it was 47 or 40, just under $48, which I believe was right around here towards the end of the day. And I'll show you the verifications of these. I bought I sold another put option for 2 weeks out again. I took a $12,000 credit and I bought the $40. This basically means I'm buying shares at AMC for $30. It's like, why, if it falls to that level, like worst case, I'm buying it for $30, which is crazy. Or I could just turn them into shares at the day my option expires, or I could trade my option. There are a lot of things I can do. I'm really trading here is what I'm doing. So I got myself a $40 sold put contract, got a $12,000 credit. And then what I did is I took that $12,000 credit because my $52,000 of collateral is now tied up in that contract. I took that extra $12,000 in credit though, and I bought shares. But by the time I got my put, we started seeing the technicals move up again, and I thought, you know what? There's a chance we could see AMC stock rotate down to our lower line because the volume isn't there. I didn't think it was going to happen by the close, so I took advantage of the dip and I sold the put, which is a bullish move on AMC. And so we do have this prior line that's drawn here. And so I've been watching AMC in the afters here, and take a look at this, folks. And you know this line has existed because if you've been watching my live streams, you know that we've had this line at around 41, 30, somewhere right around there. And look at this touch, folks. We had a double touch in the after hours on the lines that we have drawn, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, I call this pretty much a double touch. You can see if you zoom in closely, it's not like perfect, but we've had these lines drawn for days, and we had a double touch on these lines. As soon as I saw that double, I thought, you know what? I don't think the share price is going to go down much further. I think this is probably it for the rest of the day. I don't know. Who knows? There's still some time left. There's another hour left here. But I believe this line is a good support line. So what I did is I bought $12,000 worth of shares at this price. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these $12,000 worth of shares and I'm going to HODL those shares for a year. Then what I'm doing in the meantime is I'm going to keep playing options until I get all of what's now about a $62,000 investment. Even though I only promised to put about $52,000 into AMC, I'm going to end up putting a total of about 62,000 in, 64,000-ish, math right. But anyway, we'll get that into AMC over time, but I'm going to do it strategically and in a safe way. So that might mean, depending on the technicals that I see next week, I might end up closing out some of this sold put, which again is a bullish move. I might buy some short-term calls, and if I buy some in-the-money calls, I'll get exercised into shares, and then we'll HODL those shares. So I'm really playing a trader's game while I time my way in, and I think it's a really good learning experience for everyone, which in my video where I talked about buying into AMC, I want to make it clear. I never said I would buy AMC shares. I said I would make an investment into AMC stock. Now, people regularly confuse that, but I also did say in the video, make sure to watch my videos in the future and my streams to see what I do with it. So this has always been along the plan that I would do a little bit of trading and that we would play with the shares to see what we can do. Now, some folks say, oh, well, Kevin, you know, that's not bullishly moving the stock to sell it puts. Well, I mean, I disagree with that because they are bullish choices, and ultimately $52,000 isn't going to move the stock. It's not like we're trying to manipulate the stock here. We're trying to make money. That's what everybody's trying to do. Nobody is in AMC to lose money. We're here to make money. And so I've got 12,000 now locked in at a really good dip price, I feel. And when I get another dip opportunity, I'm going to convert some more of these options over into shares. So that way we get that long-term hold, which we've been talking about. So that's the setup we've got here. I will show you my transactions here just so you could see the evidence of them. So this, oops, I can't do that. I have to go hide myself. There we go. Go over here. So this is my Webull right now. I did have to, and I did not send an alert for this because I didn't want to do this, but I sold 80 shares of Etsy, which I'm going to buy back because I ran out of money in my AMC, or my Webull account, and I wanted to buy those shares after hours. So I'm going to buy those Etsy shares back right away, but I'm not, that is not a sell signal for Etsy. It's just, I just bought 215. It was the last stuff that I bought. And I thought, okay, all right, let's do a quick borrow money from there basically just to buy AMC. But anyway, so here's kind of what happened here. Here's the sold put. See, sell put, seven contracts. And then I closed it out. And so if we click on this, you'll see that this was average fill price $24.30. And closing it out was an average fill price of $20. So I profited the difference, which was about, what is that, $4,300. So I profited the difference. Now, we did, for a microsecond, buy and sell 500 shares, but I saw the technicals start falling apart. So I sent an alert that, wait a minute, I'm not going to do the shares right now. I'm actually going to sell a put. So I sold the 13 puts at $40. That gave me a credit of about $12,000. And that's the $12,000 that I then used in the after hours here. Although it didn't give me the buying power for it. So that's why I had to sell a little bit of Etsy to get these 216 shares here in after hours. Average fill price $43 on these. So anyway, we got those filled in after hours thanks to Webull, which remember, you can always go to metkevin.com/Webull, deposit $100, and you will end up getting 2 free stocks worth all the way up to $1,850. So that's kind of the strategy as far as what happened here. My call is in Robinhood. Now, my call was slightly negative. I want to be transparent on that. So let's go ahead and pull the call up here. Here we go. Call. Pull that up so you could see it here. So here you go, June 3rd, $40 at $27.10 per share on a call for 2 weeks from now. So $27.10. Got rid of them at $24, so I lost about 3K there. Is it about 3K? Yeah, 3K, 3,100, right about there. So that actually means I only made about $1,200, $1,300 on the trades, which not so great. But anyway, made about $1,200, $1,300, strategically positioning in to, and that was just on the trades here. I guess that works though. Could have probably timed that call option a little bit better. But hey, anyway, that's the transparent nature of what's going on. My game plan, I'll take 1,300 extra bucks in a week, and I want to see the technicals start really improving next week, and we're going to convert these all into shares. So stay tuned. But the point is, the money is allocated to AMC as promised. Thank you very much for watching, and folks, we'll see you in the next one.